What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 13 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. Carl, what's going on, man?
Well, we had the May I See this past weekend, and we already have results for that, which that was fast.
I mean, after looking into home, we see why it took them a month to release the information from April.
It makes sense.
So, if you haven't gotten on Pokemon Home, they have this really sweet thing under your option setting for battle data, which has like overall ranks, and you can go into like Pokemon rankings and see moves, abilities, items, best against, worst against, and just like this is so much data, and I wish we had this for every game.
Right? Having all this data at your fingertips is insane.
Like, we're just, scrolling through and it's just like, alright, cool, Togekiss, how do we build this? Dazzling Gleam, Follow Me, Air/Heat Wave, Protect, Yawn, Flamethrower.
Helping Hand, Aura Sphere, Nasty
Like,
Lock.
these are just things that you're just like, yeah, sure, okay. Like, items. What item do you want? Scope Lens. When most played is Super Luck, yeah, Scope Lens makes sense.
Yeah, but still, there's a Berry, Weakness Policy, Lumberry, Razor Claw, Safety Goggles, Citrus Berry, Leftovers, King Rock, Life Orb. Like, there's so many items.
We're talking about, 73,000 players.
Yeah.
And
they got all this data so fast.
This is phenomenal.
I don't have to use Pikalytics anymore.
But the problem is, like, you only get one of these a month. Whereas Pikalytics updates,
Through Showdown.
True.
That's the big thing. It updates through Showdown. It uses Showdown numbers. Showdown is not a good representation of the VGC meta, period. As I have come to learn very quickly in my time of playing it, Showdown is not a replacement for just grinding on ladder.
No, it is not. It is a way to test to see if something is okay.
Yep. And if it synergizes well on Showdown, cool. Build it on ladder, test it on ladder. Don't sit there and do what I've done for the past month on this last go-around of seasons and play on Showdowns exclusively. Which that's messed me all sorts up. This season's been terrible. The grind to Master Ball was 60 matches long. It should have been 10.
Carl, did you know that 1.7% of Tyrannotars were unnerved?
Really? That's interesting.
I don't know if that's intentional, but
It could be.
Number 2 item on Tyranitar's Focus Sash. Who's one-shotting this thing? Why?
There's a lot, actually.
Number 1 item is Policy.
Surprise Assault. What's Assault Vest 3?
Assault Vest is 3.
So, Assault Vest T-Tar survives more, but Focus Sash T-Tar gets to revenge KO people.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if your Weakness Policy, you can die to a plethora of things. Notably, the newest one is Expert Belt Leaf Storm Venusaur. It can Oko Dynamax T-Tars.
Bang.
Yeah.
Just get out of here.
Bang. It's really cool just like having access to all this data now. Now we can just like make informed decisions.
Because it goes into, okay, what is it best against? What did it pick up the most KOs against, and what did it get defeated by the most? Like,
yeah.
Let's just take a random Pokemon here. Rhyperior. Sure.
Cool.
Best against Tyranitar, Togekiss, Dragapult, Excadrill, Incineroar.
Makes sense.
Basically the top 5 mons that I played. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Worst against Primarina, Rotom Wash, Lapras, Excadrill, Venusaur. I see a trend here.
Yeah. Everything that it's 4 times weak against.
Anything that is a special attacker that can look at it funny.
Yeah. And it's cool to just have that information. Again, a lot of this can be just implied from knowing the Pokemon to begin with. But for newer players, this is a great tool.
Oh, for sure, man. Just like, you can go in and look and it's just like, the top 10 played. Togekiss, Dragapult, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Dusclops. Whimsicott, which is, I mean, at 6, that seems kind of high compared to where it's been lately, but...
Compared to what it is on Showdown, even.
Yeah. Incineroar, Conkeldurr, Mimikyu. Again, Mimikyu being in the top 10 is kind of surprising. Like, I mean, it's very good. It is very good.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're talking about Togekiss and Dragapult, and, you know, Excadrill, and, like, evidently, majority of Excadrills were Sandrush and not Mold Breaker. Like, I mean, it's close. It's like a 3% difference here, but...
When you pair it with T-Tar, that's usually how it works. Is you want the Sandrush, you want the speed.
Yeah, but rounding out top 10, you know, we have Mimikyu and Charizard at 10. So, like, moving into 20, like, 20 is where we start seeing some weird stuff. Like, we have Ferrothorn at 17.
Which we saw, we kind of guessed that was popular.
We have seen a ton of tick up in Ferrothorn. Torkoal, Rhyperior, and Duraludon rounding out the top 20.
Yeah.
Like, Duraludon, again, has fallen out of favor pretty significantly. And, like, we kind of talked about this last week where it's just like, yeah, you know, this is... Just because it's fallen out of favor doesn't mean it's still not good. It's just like, you need to reshape and reevaluate it. And, I mean, evidently people played it. So, I would like to see specific percentages that these are played with. Yeah. That's like the one thing I have a complaint about. It's just like, okay, you know, Sylveon's in the top 25, but what's the difference between 1 and 25? Is it 60% compared to 15%? Like, because, you know, I could see that.
Exactly.
I could see 60% of people playing Togekiss. That seems likely. That seems very doable.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's higher than 60%.
I would not be. But, you know, when we're talking about, like, just going back to Sylveon, it's just like, okay, is it 10%? Is it 15? 20?
Like, 20, how many people play Sylveon?
20 seems really high.
Yeah.
I thought 15 sounded high. So,
like
how high do you go?
It's different. It's a whole different beast on the ladder. And what people want to bring to the IC and whatnot compared to what people play on Showdown.
Number 1 item for Sylveon is Pixie Plate.
Yep. So then you don't have to... You can actually Dynamax your Sylveons and not be punished.
Oh, interesting.
That's without having to sit there and Hyper Voice turn 1. If you need to Dynamax it, you can Dynamax it immediately.
Now, granted, this doesn't show you specific breakdowns of EVs, IVs, natures, all that stuff.
Which, that's going to vary from person to person. Anyway,
yeah,
that's
for sure.
It's just... If you need that data and you absolutely have to have it, you can go to Pikalytics, you can go to other places and look it up.
But this is just a good starting point of, okay, you know, I can look at what's the most common moveset. Mm-hmm. That gives me a decision of, you know, just looking at, just going back here to Sylveon, just because I have it pulled up. It's just like, okay, you have Mystical Fire, Hyper Voice, Protect, and Quick Attack, I believe.
You said you had it pulled up.
Shut up. Hyper Voice, Mystical Fire, Quick Attack, Yawn.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty common.
Makes perfect sense. You're just like, alright, you know, you're a mixed, like, you're not a mixed attacker. What you're doing with Quick Attack is proccing weakness policy.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. So you're probably pairing this with Excadrill. So, I mean, not Excadrill, Tyranitar. So your Tyranitar goes big, you Quick Attack into it, you do your thing very quickly, and you smash people.
Yep, as long as you're not slower.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So,
one of my favorite things to do is pair policy with Unburdened, specifically like Hawlucha.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, now we're turbo fast, bang.
Exactly. So
I know that's kind of derailing, but
it's fine.
It's where it led me to, man.
So having all that data means we have all the data from the IC as well. We have placements, hopefully placements for the IC. Granted, we don't know exactly numbers, but looking at the top 30, it was a lot of players hailing from Japan.
Which is unfortunate, but at the same time, it just means that, like, people are going to probably... I don't know what to make of that. Like, Japanese players are obviously very good.
Oh yeah, they're real good. You see them more often than not because that's all they do. Like, sometimes they just sit there and play Pokemon all day. And that's fine, if that's what they get to do. Most Americans can't do that on a daily basis, so being good at Pokemon is harder for us to, in general. Like, usually you have to dedicate yourself to it. Not everyone has the time to dedicate to that.
Even, looking at the top 50, there's
only a handful of English
5
accounts.
English-speaking people here.
Like, only 5 English accounts on there.
In the top 50.
Yeah.
The rest are Japanese.
And that even then is like, well, English doesn't mean United States.
Exactly. So, where does that break down? What region is this? And because does Japan go into like the Oceania?
Japan and China are their own separate system, just like they are for everything else.
They do their own thing.
Yep.
Okay.
So the cool thing here is also it's like you could be a Japanese speaking person who is registered in America. That's another thing.
Sure.
So we don't know exactly who the top 256 is.
Yeah, we don't have that information yet.
Which you can guess, you can estimate based on numbers and ELO, and there's a good bet if you're in the top 256 already, you're in the top 256 in some region. And then from that math, if you're in the top 512, there's a decent chance you're in the top 256 of your region. And then it goes down, and every increment, every 256 down, the odds get less. Because that's just how odds work.
So, just kind of looking over information here. Just comparing Mons compared to last month's. Charizard went from 5th in April to 10th.
Lapras would do that. Lapras is a harder mon for Charizard to deal with.
Lapras also dropped.
Yeah.
Lapras was in 9th compared to, 14th or something in May? So, Whimsicott goes from 7 to 5. Mimikyu stays at 8. Dusclops moves up a little bit, but I mean...
Because Trick Room Bulldoze with weakness policy is very good right now.
It's just like, your top ones, like Dragapult and Togekiss is flip-flop. Excadrill and T-Tar, flip-flop.
Yeah.
Arcanine
and Incineroar.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Incineroar's at 6. Arcanine is 15, so I mean, that's a little lower, but...
That's part of what Incineroar was very popular at that point, so it's like everyone was playing with Incineroar anyway.
But I mean, we have Rotom and Conkeldurr at 11 and 12. Like, I mean, it's very clear who the good Mons are in this format. And that's why I am very excited for the DLC, man. I'm excited for a shake-up.
Me too. Speaking of that DLC.
You want to talk about that, or you want to go into Team of the Week? Because we haven't covered that yet.
We're already in the DLC. We can do Team of the Weeks at the end here. Change it up a little bit. Change up the formula. Get people to stick around and listen.
I've
been looking at the data. Trust me. People like to listen to Team of the Week, and then they just hop off. So we're gonna make you sit through it this time. Or you can just skip to the end. I don't care.
Yeah, or don't.
Yeah,
please.
Whatever. So we're excited for the DLC. The DLC comes out in about a month.
We don't have a official release date yet, but
we know it's the end of June.
June.
The end of June is that's the latest they can give it to us. So Isle of Armor, the first part of the DLC, comes out at the end of June. The Crown Tundra is estimated somewhere in the fall, between October and November, somewhere in there probably.
But hopefully before December. That's the goal.
Well, December's getting into Christmas time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's not really the fall. But, I mean, that's anywhere from, September to November. And I'm really hoping it's after September and we don't have... I just don't want next season to be Ubers, man. I really don't.
Yeah.
Which
we're not there yet. We
will talk about that 6 months from now.
Yeah, when we get to Crown Tundra, we can talk about Ubers and all that nonsense and how it's the end of the world. Whatever. What I want to focus on is all the new stuff we're getting out of Isle of Armor.
I don't know if you have it pulled up, but there was a Pokemon Home data mine that was done.
Yeah.
Which released information about approximately 20-some new moves.
Yeah, some cool stuff. We got something about info on moves. And
that's all we know is just names.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of speculation of what is what. specifically one I want to talk about. Let's see. We know about Wicked Blow. One of these is
Jungle Healing is
there we go. That one.
Zarude's
signature move, which we knew about. So quickly, just run down this list. We have Expanding Force, Steel Roller, Scale Shot, Meteor Beam, Shell Sidearm. Okay. Misty Explosion, Grassy Glide, Rising Voltage, Terrain Pulse, Skitter Smack, Burning Jealousy.
Lash Out.
Dude, that's a sweet name.
That's a sweet name, yeah.
Lash Out, Poltergeist, Corrosive Gas, which is really close to not only poisonous gas, but also corrosive, the ability.
Yep.
Flip Turn, Triple Axle, Dual Wing Beat, Scorching Sands, Jungle Healing, Wicked Blow, and Surging Strikes. Where do you want to start here, man? Again, this is all speculation that we don't know anything other than this is stuff. We know these are moves that are probably going to be in this next DLC.
The coolest one out of them, I feel like, is the Terrain Pulse. If this does anything like what I think it is, it's going to be based off terrain.
I'm anticipating something similar to like Weather Ball.
That'd be cool.
If it's like if it's a terrain-based Weather Ball.
Like it doubles in damage if it's grass, electric.
It could also be, if you notice here, we have Misty, Grassy, Rising Voltage, which is electric. So, Terrain Pulse is probably the psychic terrain-based move.
That would make sense then, because then this is like based on misty terrain, this is based on grassy terrain, this is based on electric terrain. That'd be cool.
Which may be that it like sets up, I don't know if these are moves that set up terrain, because that's already a thing, right?
There are non-damaging moves to set up terrain.
So are these just going to be like strictly better versions of those?
Maybe.
Or can they only be used if you have terrain up? Like these terrain
or
based
like
moves,
damage is doubled if terrain is
active. Okay. Yeah, I can get down with that. Or has a secondary effect if that specific terrain is up. These are obviously terrain based.
100%. These four are.
The name Terrain Pulse kind of gives that one away. The other one I really want to touch on is Flip Turn. There's a lot of speculation that this is going to be a water-based U-turn move. And if so, that is sweet. Because
that's the last thing we need.
I guarantee Gyarados is going to get it if that's the case.
That seems like insane.
Does that not seem great?
That seems insane.
Is that
Move out of the way, Arcanine and Incineroar. We got a new Intimidator in town, and it's Gyarados.
There is nothing you just said that doesn't get me excited.
Out of all of these, I'm interested in the terrain moves the most, and this Poltergeist. It's just like, that's such a weird name for a move.
It's real random.
That's such a weird name, right? It's so close to the Pokemon Poltergeist. You just literally just...
I've seen people talking about how this is going to be like a signature move for him. Just like, why would they release this signature move of a Pokemon after the Mon's already out?
Right? That makes no sense.
And like, it also already has a signature move in Tea-Time.
Yeah.
Is that the right?
Something like that, yeah.
That sounds right.
Sounds about right.
This corrosive gas makes me think it's probably like a combination of poison gas and corrosive, where it just can poison
a steel type.
Yeah, it's probably a poison type move that has a chance to poison and can hit steel types.
Probably.
That would make sense.
Scorching Sands is cool as well. That just like makes me think like it's like another like style of terrain maybe.
I can see that.
Be like a damaging terrain instead of a friendly terrain.
You can also, like, I don't think it's weather based because we don't really see any other things here based on weather.
Mm-hmm.
What about not like earthquake, but like a single like high horsepower, right? But we give it a chance to burn.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be sweet.
Maybe it's a special ground move.
Okay.
I can see that, if that's the case.
Well, like, we have Scald. And
Yeah.
Scald is special. So, I mean, if we do that, that could be. But even having, like, access to a physical ground move that can poison... Please don't give it to Excadrill. Like, things are already really good. It doesn't need help.
Meteor Beam reminds me... It's just like think of Meteor Mash.
Oh, I was going to say Steel Beam.
I just think of Meteor Mash. It's just special Meteor Mash, probably.
It could also be Physical Steel Beam.
That... I don't think we need more Steel Beams. Steel Beams are hardly used right now.
That's... Well, just because it's not used doesn't mean that they won't make it. Like, why have one without the other, you know? That's why we see Aerial Ace and what other moves are always hit?
I don't know, but Draco Meteor is only special. It doesn't have a physical pair.
You're right. I mean, you are right, but, like, we see a pattern of, you know, we have basically a high crit move in every type.
Yeah.
You know, there's just some things that they like to have, and
well, Steel Beam is a tutor move.
True.
That's
it's
why
only a tutor.
It's only tutorable. It's just like Draco Meteor. Only Steel types can learn Steel Speed.
Can only is Draco
Draco's
only tutorable?
Only tutorable to dragons.
I actually didn't know that.
Just like the combo pledges are only tutorable to the starters
yeah.
and Sylvally.
Which is so weird. I mean, whatever, man. I'm interested in Burning Jealousy.
It's got a really good name.
Dude, it's really good. I hope it... so, 99% of the time I don't play with animations on.
Uh-huh.
But, like, my first playthrough, I always do. So I'm excited to get the DLC just so I can turn the animations back on. I know that's so simple, but it's just like, you know, I'm ready to see new moves and new Pokemon in the, you know, the 3D style that we have on the Switch. It's just like, I'm excited for animations.
Imagine the super Pokemon simple. That learns Steel Roller as a move. Imagine that for a minute. Steelix
probably
comes to mind.
Probably. I was gonna say like Copperajah, but that one doesn't quite make sense because you hear roller.
That's the thing, roller. It's specifically a roller.
So we have rollout and we have ice ball. What if this is just like a steel version of that? Yeah. Or is it, again? It's just spitballing.
That's interesting. Expanding Force is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is Expanding Force? Is it going to be like a special ground type move?
Sure.
That's insane if it's a special ground type move.
Okay, we have, 16 types currently?
Yep.
And we have 21 moves. So it's not like we're getting exactly one of each type.
No.
So there are going to be some that are doubled up. And, like, Scorching Sands obviously sounds ground.
Yep.
Or rock, or...
Rising Voltage, Grassy Glide, Misty Explosion. These all sound like a certain type.
Like we have Steel Roller and Meteor Beam. Both of those sound strictly steel. Yeah.
Corrosive Gas sounds like a poison. Poltergeist sounds like a ghost. Lash Out sounds dark. Burning Jealousy can be either dark or fire. That's the trick there.
Yeah.
We don't know what that is, what that could be, and that's cool.
Dual Wing Beat, obviously flying.
Could be Dragon.
Ooh, you're right.
You see Dual Chop a lot, too. Dual Chop is actually Dragon type.
Yep.
So that's usually when Dual is in front of it, it usually represents like a Dragon type.
Isn't Dual Chop the only one?
Right now, yeah. But we don't have any other moves with duals.
True.
So taking precedence from that, that's usually what this means.
Skitter Smack. That one is weird. I've got nothing for it.
Reminds me of SmackDown.
Okay. I can dig it.
Just because they have to both have the word smack.
Triple Axle also sounds steel.
It does, right? But they spell Axel wrong.
Oh, you smart.
And for those who can't see it, it's AXEL instead of Axel. Like.
Which is AXLE? I'm not smart, man. you.
They may have misspelled it on their.
True. That very well could just be a typo on this page we're reading.
Like, Oh no, that's spelled right. It's
Okay.
it's in reference to an axle jump.
Oh, not a car axle.
Yeah.
Which is where we
were
both
thinking.
went with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an axle jump. So normal type move probably. Some
Okay.
kind of dancing Pokemon maybe.
Okay. Which, I mean, that can... What new mons are we getting that would...
Could be a fighting type move.
That's where I went. Like, I was thinking...
top.
I was thinking something like triple kick, which, I mean, is obviously Hitmontop's signature move. And I'm pretty sure it's the only thing that learns it. I could be wrong on
I'm not
that.
sure anymore. They've signature moves have gotten weird.
But, like, triple axle makes me think not only, like, Hitmontop, but also Clink Clang.
Yep.
So it's just like, okay, what do these two have in common?
Nothing.
So, I mean, this is all just spitballing. The only thing we know for sure is that jungle healing is a grass move. That's all we know.
That's the only guarantee.
But past that, it's just like, this sounds cool. This could be what it is.
Yep. Moving on to the confirmed Pokemon we get and like their impact on VGC. What are you excited to see? What do you don't want to see?
So quickly going down this list before we jump into specifics. This is all just confirmed from the announcement trailer, correct?
Yep, confirmed from the trailers, confirmed from like actual gameplay footage, like scenes like
Okay,
that.
so specifically for Isle of Armor, we have Psyduck, Golduck, Horsey, Seadra, Kingdra, Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Happiny, Chansey, Blissey.
Oh god.
Can you imagine the HP stat?
God, no.
Dynamax Blissey.
Nope. Nope. I ain't playing with those numbers. Nope.
I did the math a while back, and it's like 985 or something.
At level 50?
If it's Dynamax, yeah.
Good.
I could be wrong about that, but...
Please no.
Azumarill, Meryl, Azumarill, Zoroark, Fletchling, Fletchinder, Talonflame, Larvesta, Volcarona, Dedenne, Rockruff, and Lycanroc.
Which means we get the Lycanroc Midnight, Lycanroc Dusk, and Lycanroc Dawn forms.
Wasn't Dusk a, like, pre-purchase special or something?
No, you still had to evolve it, right?
Really? Okay.
Yep.
See, I thought it was...
You just got the Rockruff that could evolve into it.
Great.
For Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Great.
But you still had to evolve it correctly.
So back to your question, I am super excited about Azumarill. It holds a special place in my heart.
Huge power.
Huge power with Belly Drum, and you have Aqua Jet. Just like, get them, man. You're just going to run people over. I am ready to pair it alongside Butterfree and just go crazy.
Right.
Just Rage Powder into Tailwind, alright, you're dead. I'm not sure, but I need to... I granted, we don't know move pools or anything else, but I want to see if Azumarill gets something that hits both. Because if so, both opposing mons. Because, if so, that'll give it something that'll stand out compared to, Snorlax.
Yeah.
Which has, Body Slam and...
Snorlax has a great single target physical move pool. It is so deep on Snorlax. It's so weird, too.
And Azumarill is, it's obviously faster, but it's also a lot more frail. And on top of that, it has fairy moves, it has water moves, it has priority with Aqua Jet, which is a huge thing. Because even if they set up Trick Room, you don't care. Aqua Jet you. Go away.
Get out of here.
But the big thing is, if it somehow gains access to, Rock Slide, that would be huge. I doubt it, but, that would be huge. Because not only are you adding, Belly Drum on top of it, but you're also adding the flinch chance, which is 30%, so it's a 49% chance to flinch one of them.
Something like that. Let's see here. We get Superpower.
Superpower is really good.
Play Rough. We get Rollout.
See, my old set always was Aqua Jet, Play Rough, Belly Drum, and Protect, I think. We have Bulldoze. Bulldoze, I mean, it's close, to Earthquake.
When it's +6, it's good.
I mean, but like you're gonna have to obviously hit Protect, but past that, it's just like, we're gonna run you over. Let's see. That's I didn't know I got Perish Song.
Well, now you do.
That's actually sweet. Ice Punch. Ice Punch was really sweet.
Iron Tail.
75 base accuracy is just like knockoff.
That's an Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, so who knows what it actually gets. They did a bunch of changes for knockoff, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get knockoff.
Knockoff, Liquidation, Helping Hand if you want to play like
support.
Like Belly Drum, Helping Hand does not go together, but
no, but you can play like Thick Fat or Sap Sipper and just be like.
Oh, it gets Sap Sipper. This is sweet because, like, obviously they're going to like attack into it and just like give it to me. Just hit me, dealer.
You could play bulky support with Aqua Ring and like Helping Hand.
Probably, I don't know if Aqua Ring actually is in the game.
It is.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just one we don't ever see. Instead, we have
see it on like Lantern.
Like we have Life Dew now. Which, if it gets Life Dew, pairing this next to, like, Lapras, just, like, give it to me.
Yeah,
just snap all day.
Snap it off. Let's go.
And granted, we're just looking at Gen 7 move pool here, but it's access to Toxic, which, like, if it still does through breeding or something. Won't. Yeah.
They removed a bunch of that.
Yeah.
That's why I was like...
The biggest thing is they removed the TM for it.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing.
That's what gets rid of it from everybody.
Yeah.
Like, Knockoff is another one.
Is Knockoff not a TM now?
Knockoff's not a TM.
I actually did not know that. I thought it was.
Nope.
Because I thought that's how Ferrothorn still got it.
Egg move.
Awkward.
It's real hard. That's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Breeding for egg moves is way simpler.
Now that they've like streamlined everything for competitive, it's so easy to do competitive bonds now. It's so fast.
Oh, I have never seen Ferrothorn shiny. That is hideous.
No, that's so cool.
It. Dude, some of the ugly
gold
shinies
and
are
red,
just the best.
It's great. Look at this. Look at this stupid steel.
It gets Toxic as an egg move too.
Yep, it gets to keep it toxic. You can Toxic stop people.
Because it's eligible to breed with. Oh, Vileplume. Okay.
The Vileplume line. It gets to knock off through the Ludicolo and the Rillaboom line.
I actually didn't know Rillaboom got it naturally.
It gets Gravity from Stonejourner.
Why does it get Gravity?
Don't ask me. And it gets Leech Seed through the Bulbasaur, Rose.
Yeah, just pick a Grassmon.
Pick a Grassmon that learns Leech Seed.
Except for, not Appleton, the base form.
Applin.
Yes, Applin.
Well, Applin doesn't. Does Applin even learn Leech Seed? I don't think Applin.
Nope, not according to this list.
Like Applin doesn't even really learn moves.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like a magic card.
Oh, like actually?
Did you not know that?
No!
Yeah, Applin is like Magikarp.
Oh. See, my initial playthrough, I wanted this so bad, I went back and caught one.
Yeah.
Like, after seeing it in one of the gym battles or whatever, I'm just like, this is sick, I need this. So I went and found it. And, like, I tried forever, and I figured out how it evolved finally. I'm just like, alright, do the thing. And it explains so much of why it was so bad.
Yeah. Applin is this generation's Magikarp.
Weird.
But back to this. I'm excited to get Horsey Cedric Kingdra.
Dude, Sniper Kingdra just gonna give it to you.
I'm super excited to have a special Water Dragon type and not just Dracovish running around.
And dude, like, it's insanely fast too. So like, you don't have to worry about like having. Oh, let's see. So, if we were to do this, we're gonna. What high crit chance moves does it get?
Good question.
Yeah, you can type.
I'm lazy.
It would be quicker.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Again, just another really good shiny.
Yeah.
Turn it purple.
Just turns purple. So we got Damp, Swift Swim, and Sniper. I forgot we get Swift Swim.
Yeah, it's another good one.
Rain, give me Politoed. You won't.
I know they won't, and I'm so sad. We're not going to get a rain setter till Kyogre.
Please no. Anything with that.
So let's see. We get Ice Beam,
Blizzard,
Dragon Pulse, Hydro Pump.
Draco Meteor.
Yes, Meteor.
Signal
Beam? Water Pulse. Does this get Scald?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any high crit moves here. Which, like, granted, high crit special moves are kind of few and far between.
They don't really exist.
Yeah. Yawn?
Yeah.
Interesting. So, first thought here. I want to try Swift Swim Specs.
Okay.
And just like Ice Beam, probably Draco Meteor, just because it does hit so much harder than Dragon Pulse.
Plus your specs, you're going to want to swap out probably eventually anyway.
Probably Scald. I really like Scald here.
Yeah.
And then your last move is probably it. So if we have Ice Beam, there's a chance we don't need Flash Cannon. Because, like, Ice Beam already gives us coverage for Togekiss.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know what we would need Flash Cannon for. Like, just off the top of my head. Like, unless Sylveon picks up in popularity, which, whatever. We already have coverage for Dragapult because we have Ice Beam. Is there any reason to carry Flash Cannon that you can think of?
Need to hit a rock type.
Which we have
Water types for.
Yeah, like we have Scald here, or Hydro Pump, or pick a water move. Muddy Water because it gets access to that. Like Muddy Water wouldn't be bad because it lets us do spread damage.
Mm-hmm. They may give us more moves because of what it is. It's a new Pokemon coming in that they have other moves now. So
just quickly running through the list, it's just like I want to try Specs. I think it would carry Specs really well. Like 95 special events, man, that's real high too.
Best.
It carries a vest very well.
Vest.
It does carry a vest real well. And like
because
you don't even need to put investment into it.
No, because so if we go say
for max speed, that puts us at 300 speed
in the rain.
Jesus.
And then special attacks 147 at neutral nature.
It's not the worst. That would put our defense at like 101.
Something like that.
Which with best would be like 153, 152, somewhere in there.
That's high.
That's real high.
Especially when you resist as much as
Kingdra does, which I mean is like everything.
Like, ugh.
What do we take super effective damage from?
Dragon.
Fairy and Dragon.
You're Dracovish, except special. And actually have defenses.
Compared to pure speed.
Well, not even speed.
Nom. Just nom.
That's what you need to do. You need to make sure you're faster. And what's funny is Kingdra's actually base faster than Dracovish.
I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah.
What is his base speed? 70?
75 for Dracovish, 85 Kingdra.
So going back to the list, if you don't mind.
Boop.
Another one I really want to touch on, just quickly running through this, things that are possibly playable. I believe Golduck is Swift Swim as well. I could be wrong about that. It also gets access to Cloud9, which is much...
Cloud9's really cool because everything's weather-based right now.
Yeah. And there's much weather that's running around. It's we could just, no, stop it. If it does get access to Swift Swim...
Yep.
It does. Okay. So, Like, that is another possible Swiss Swim abuser, which means, like, having access to Golduck and Kingdra with Swiss Swim makes me think we're getting Toad.
We have to, right?
Like,
we have to fix rain.
It's unplayable right
Or just
now.
get a new rain setter. Just make a new rain setter. I don't care at this point.
Yeah.
Anything's better than Pelipper.
Yeah.
I like using Sableye, don't get me wrong, but anything's better than Pelipper.
Which is why Sableye's been doing it, man.
Exactly.
So, like, Golduck could be there. Magnezone, I think Magnezone was going to be great.
Yep, Magnezone's real good.
It has Levitate. It does not have Levitate. It has Sturdy.
A sturdy, Magnet Pull, and
Plus
Analytic.
minus?
Analytic.
So, obviously, probably need Balloon on it with as many...
With Extra Drill and all the
T-Tar
other ground
and-
types. Yeah. All the
Yeah,
ground moves are
probably either Balloon or Sash, because, like, it's not going to take a high horsepower well.
No, but it can hit back real goddamn hard.
Yep. Chansey, because it gets better bulk than Blissey with Eviolite. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So, there's nothing really to touch there. Zoroark, again, just doesn't really do anything.
It does cool things in singles.
You and I have different definitions of cool.
It does cool things in singles.
It is a gimmick that is existent, yes.
Yeah. Talonflame.
Baby.
That's a good one.
You're talking right up my language now. It's like physical Charizard.
Yeah, your physical Zard with I wonder if we get to keep our access to Tail. Does it get Tailwind?
I don't think it ever did. I could be wrong about that. I know back in 6, you always just like Brave Bird, Roost, Flare Blitz. Just like, you're taking a ton of recoil, but it doesn't matter, you have Roost.
I'm super sad because Charizard lost his access to Tailwind.
I didn't know it ever had
That is
it,
a
to be
weird
honest.
egg move. But, like, your physical Zard, you got Brave Bird, you got
Oh, it does
Roost.
get Tailwind.
Does it get Tailwind?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it does. Okay. What's the speed on this thing? How fast are you?
Oh, Billy!
Move over, Braviary. Move over, Butterfree.
126. Jeez, that is fast.
Oh,
That thing
man.
is real fast.
Like, gosh.
See, the only thing you're getting outsped by is Prankster.
Prankster and Dragapult.
Yeah. It's
Barraskewda, maybe.
Barraskewda in the rain, I think.
Oh, 100% in the rain. I'm not sure.
I don't know if Barraskewda gets to 200. Because, I mean, that's basically what you need. But I think Talonflame is really cool. I don't know if it's going to be viable in doubles. That's the problem.
Do you know the hidden ability of Talonflame, sir?
Oh!
You are getting this Tailwind off.
Oh, I forgot about Gale Wings. Because
That's insane,
because
man.
you get Roost. Now, Roost doesn't do anything with Gale Wings, right? That works the opposite way I want it to. Like, you had to be at max HP for it to work?
Max HP increases speed priority if your HP is at maximum.
Okay.
But Roost means you get to go back to maximum.
And hope they don't
And hope they don't
into
target
it.
you.
Yeah. Which, if so, is... But if not, we're Gucci.
Yep.
Um...
This thing has to have Sash.
Yeah, it needs Sash 1,000%. Tyranitar's just gonna look at it and be like, that's fine. Hit me with whatever you want.
Yeah, you can try.
Interesting note, we have...
We get Solar Beam.
What is our special defense? Our special attack.
Not very high. 74.
I mean, compared to 81 attack, like...
That's negligible.
That's negligible. I don't think it Okos, though.
No.
Especially,
I was looking for a fight. I see if we got like superpower close combat.
I don't believe
We get
so.
Bulka.
That's close. That is a fighting move.
Quick Guard. I know we get Quick Guard.
Yep. Those are things you named.
Yep. No close combat. No, but they could give it close combat. Could you imagine this thing with close combat?
Please don't.
Why not?
Just stop, man.
It's cool. Charizard gets Focus Blast. It's physical Charizard. You just said it. Give it Superpower. Superpower's fine.
I just realized that Gale Wings works with Brave Bird.
Yeah.
That's absurd. That, my friend, is stupid.
So, Talonflame. Keep an eye on Talonflame. Got it?
Volcarona, man. Just go and dance on people.
Quiver Dance. Yeah, just Quiver Dance on people.
The big problem is, again, Tyranitar. Like, you can't have Sash on that one because you're just going to take a hit and then die to sand.
Yep.
Like, and that's the big problem with Talonflame, too. Like, it just dies to sand.
Yep.
So, sure, you can carry a Sash, but it doesn't mean anything.
We get priority airstream.
Just the biggest brain plays. That is absurd.
You're welcome.
Oh my lord, that is Tailwind that hurts people.
Yeah.
That is absurd.
Volcarona's scary though.
Volcarona, if it gets to do its thing, is real good.
It's so scary. Like
100 attack. Why is its special defense so high?
I don't know, because rock moves aren't special, so it doesn't care.
105 special defense.
It's the fire version of Frostmoth. Literally.
It's the faster version of Charizard. It's the bug Charizard, man.
But it's not weak to electric. Like Charizard is.
Right, instead of... Oh, no, it's they both still look at Stealth Rocks and cry.
Yep, Stealth Rocks is scary. Lycanroc, Dedenne.
Dedenne is fairy.
Is it a fake out?
I don't think so.
What is it? I don't even know what this Pokemon does.
So it's a Pikachu clone.
I know that much. That's all I know about it.
So
I remember seeing it on TV.
It's really good in the TCG right now because it's basically Shaman, and now they're printing a Crobat.
Oh, the shiny's adorable.
Oh, that shiny is really good. They're printing a Crobat V, which is actually a Shaman reprint. I know that means nothing to you,
yeah,
but
that means absolutely nothing. I have
the
no idea.
3 people who understand the TCG that I'm talking to right now understand that like Shaman EX or GX, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was EX era. You played it from your hand, and if you had less than 6 cards in your hand, you drew up to 6.
Okay.
So Dedenne is currently when it enters, you shuffle your hand into your library, or you discard your hand and then draw 6, something like that. This new Crobat is actually Shaman.
So this thing does nothing, right?
No, it draws cards in the TCG.
Well, no. And like there's the
yeah. And it's Thunder Wave. Base 101 speed.
Fast Thunder Wave. Stop pressure Thunder Wave. What's
It is
stability?
slower than.
Oh gosh. Cheap.
Oh, we get pickup, which is really good for doubles. That's the best I got, man, okay? I had to make a joke somewhere. It's not very good.
No. Plus. We get pluses at HA. That's about it.
What gets minus? What can we pair it with? Does Cling get both?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There you go. Cling, Dedenne. We broke the format.
There we go. Game over. And then Lycanroc. Like, Lycanroc, everyone is just like this fast, physical rock.
I was never impressed with it, man.
Really?
Nope. I think it is a cool design that just never did anything.
Look at that shiny.
That is a good shiny.
So, hidden ability,
So we have
normal.
Sand Rush and Steadfast.
No guard for midnight form as an HA.
I mean, that's cool.
And then Dusk gets Tough Claws.
Did you know that Grass Knot is a special move that makes contact?
Yep.
I learned that today.
Did you really?
I did.
Well, there you go. But yeah, like what was its signature move? It was some weird Accelerock, right? It was the priority.
Yes.
priority rock move. What does that do for us with weakness policy being so prevalent? Who do we get to proc weakness policy on now that we have rock?
Charizard.
We do.
I do not recommend it.
No, well we do. You get to, that's another one I set up for Togekiss.
Yep.
That's one that can set up for any of sets weakness policy for Lapras.
Yeah, it does.
That's cool.
Let's see. We get policy for Torkoal.
That's cool.
I don't know if it's good, but it's cool.
That's cool. I like that.
Let's see. What other fire mons do we have?
Another
Flying. Let's see. Corviknight's resistant. Well, it's neutral.
It's neutral.
Lapras, Cloyster. Cloyster could actually take that hit.
Cloyster would be actually take it and just go with it. That'd be actually really cool.
I mean,
Skill link weakness policy.
Yeah, it gives you your shell smash without your defense drop. And, like, you don't really... Like, I mean, you can run back speed and it's just fine. That seems cool. I don't know if it's good, but it seems cool. I might try that.
We get Crunch as a physical move.
We get Iron Head too, don't we?
I believe so.
Are we...
That's the Midnight form.
Yeah, that's what we want because it has no guard, right?
No guard on Midnight. I think they all have Crunch. Yeah, they all have Crunch.
Yeah. Do they actually have different move pools?
Kinda, sorta.
Kinda, sorta, not really.
Like, I think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Dusk form... The Dusk form from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon gets Thrash.
Compared to Counter and Accelerock?
Accelerock's on Evolve, yeah, counter, and then this gets Accelerock naturally.
So Midnight does not.
Midnight does not get Accelerock.
Which is really weird, but okay.
So
that means we don't get No Guard, meaning we get Steadfast? So we can't be Fake Outed? Is that right? Is that what Steadfast does?
Steadfast...
No, if we flinch, our speed is doubled.
Yeah, your speed raises by 1 lower every time you're flinched.
So, not great.
I think I would rather be Dusk form and then just go physical sweeper and try not to weakness policy things and just have a priority rock move to just clean up kills.
That could also just be fine. Like, it puts Togekiss away, it puts... pending that we can even get Dusk form. That's the big thing.
Like, they almost would have to give... Oh, gosh.
110 speed. That is massive, man. 117 attack. Those are real good stats. Defenses are real not great.
But that's what it is. It's supposed to be a fast, squishy rock type.
487 base is real not good.
Yeah. This is why it wasn't very prevalent, period.
I think the best thing about it is Accelerock, which gives you access to potentially more weakness policy shenanigans.
I think it's Outrage.
It's Outrage, it gets Fire Punch, Thunder Punch.
Well, that's that's Midnight form.
Oh, okay.
You gotta look over here.
Oh, that's weird.
Gets Iron Tail, Hyper Voice, Zen Headbutt.
Okay. Earth Power.
Drill Run. Iron Head.
Okay, it does get Iron Head. Cool.
Does it get Sucker Punch? Or is it just a Midnight form of Sucker Punch?
No, it's all of them. If it's an egg move, it's all of them.
That's cool.
That's real cool. That's gonna beat up some Dragapults, man.
Yep.
Why have Crunch when you can get Sucker Punch?
Right? Exactly.
The only thing that Crunch is better against is like exactly Dusclops.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I mean, it seems cool on paper.
A lot of these things seem really cool on paper, and it's just like this is all speculation on how it like all fits into the meta.
And like the best part is like this is not an extensive list of what we're getting.
Yeah, no, this is a small chunk.
Like we know we have a Slowpoke evolution coming, which is King.
Bro's first
okay.
and then King.
I couldn't remember.
Which there's a whole rumor mill on that thing.
Yeah, the 4chan link that was posted. I know A Drive did a video over it. It's just like some of that stuff that was posted on it is just so unbelievable.
It's just so out there, right?
Yeah, it's just like, man, I don't believe all these Gigantamax forms are actually real. Just like, I'm not gonna believe it, but if it is, okay, I was wrong. But until then, nah.
Yeah.
Like, it has a lot of stuff that, like, we already knew about.
Yeah.
And then made up a bunch of stuff that's kind of out there, but kind of also plausible.
Yeah.
Because they're mixing it in with what we know, it seems like, hey, this is all factual.
Exactly.
So take everything you're reading right now as leaks as
big grain of salt.
Yeah, like giant grain of salt with everything. So you don't know anything until Nintendo says it to be true.
Exactly. Which, if it goes right now, I don't think we're going to hear anything until probably the week before it comes out. Maybe 2 weeks before it comes out. I would not be surprised to see some kind of announcement in the first week of June.
Yep.
Telling you, hey, this is when it's coming out. If there's a delay, if there's no delay, which we're hoping there's no delay, because then it messes with their giveaway.
I would be really excited to get a direct. And at the end of the direct, you have your Pokemon trailer and they're like, DLC release now. And just like...
Yeah, just internet explodes.
Set the internet on fire.
I need to pre-order mine still. I haven't pre-ordered it yet.
You could win a copy, Carl.
I can.
Well, yeah, but,
A lucky listener can.
Could. So those who don't follow us on Twitter obviously don't understand what we're talking about. We are giving away a copy of the DLC and 2 $10 Nintendo gift shop cards as well. All you have to do is join the Discord. You have to like the retweet it, and be following us on Twitter as well.
Yep.
Really simple giveaway. Our Twitter information is always in the show notes. Our Discord link is always in the show notes. And if you're popping in the Discord, be like, hey, this is why we're here. I'm here for the wonderful Pokemon content that also can give me stuff.
Yep. Which you said on Twitter that if we reach a certain number, we're going to double that prize?
Yep. We are currently, at the time of recording, I think I looked this morning, I think we're at about 25 entries.
Somewhere in there, 22, 25.
If we hit 100 by the time we draw, which is going to be, I believe we're closing the 15th or like that week of recording, we will have a winner set and announced on the 22nd. So you have about 2 weeks to sign in, sign up and everything. If we hit 100 by then, I'm going to double the price. So that's potential for 2 DLCs and 4 $10 gift cards as well. So if you want to see that, make sure you're sharing this podcast, sharing our information with anybody and everybody who will possibly listen. And, just let us know that you like this. If you like us giving back, let us know. We'll do it more often.
Yeah.
So, figured 100 is an obtainable goal if we put it out there and have people do things with it. So,
which the Discord's at about 60 people strong, so if they all entered, then that's 60 people.
Yeah, I mean, going from 60 to 100 is way more obtainable than going from
25 to 100.
Yeah, so get to it, everybody. And I know 99% of the Discord listens to us, so make sure you do the Twitter things.
Yep.
Cool.
Got to do all the other stuff, Reddit, Twitter, all that other stuff, get the word out.
Yep.
Granted, VGC Reddit will kick you out if you mention anything about a giveaway, so be careful on that.
Oh, did our post get taken down?
No, I just had to fix it.
Oh.
That's all I had to do. Because I didn't explicitly, link the giveaway in the post, I just mentioned it. They're just like, hey, do you want to change this? Sure. It's just,
I didn't realize they ever reached out to you or anything. You didn't say anything
they
about
literally
it.
just, 3 hours after I posted it, it's just like, hey, can you fix this? It's like, yeah. I just deleted a couple of lines, and that's all it was. Reposted it, it's fine.
Huh. Okay. Weird, but okay.
It's in the very fine print on their rules. I wish they had made it a little bit bigger.
That's what you get for not reading.
I did read it.
That makes one of us.
That's the problem. I did read it before I posted anything. Before I posted anything on there to begin with, I read it.
So rounding
that leads us in Team of the Week.
Yeah, rounding out the episode for the week, we have Team of the Week. Let's see, we have a couple of them here. One of them comes from a fairly new user on Discord. New to us, I should say.
Yeah.
Twins LOL, who has sand. I mean, it's snow. There we go, that weather.
Snow Dragapult Colossal combo. It's really cool.
This is really cool. So we have our really unique snow core of Obama Snow Beartic.
Deal.
Which, oh yeah, I'm on board. Like, Obama Snow is gonna die to Charizard 99% of the time.
That's why it has Focus Sash.
You got me. You got me. And this Beartic's gonna crush all the Charizards that come close to it.
Yep.
Because Rock Slide, Aqua Jet.
It will get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Salt Vest, man. How bulky is this thing after Vest? Pretty bulky?
Fairly bulky. It's not great, but it's enough that it'll survive a hit.
And then Icicle Crash, Rock Slide, Aqua Jet, Superpower. I didn't realize Obama Snow got Aurora Veil.
Yep.
So that's adorable. We are maxed on both of our attack stats.
We can't survive a fire type attack anyway.
Yeah,
and we're carrying Ice Shard, Giga Drain, and Blizzard.
I think I'd rather have speed over the attack. Like, just have Ice Shard be like damage.
Could be.
I think I want to get a Veil as soon as possible.
We're not that fast. Any kind of speed investment isn't really paying off, I don't believe.
I mean, I'll take your word for it. You know more about this game than I do.
Speed is 60.
So if we go max speed, it puts us at 112, which is not unreasonable.
They've updated Showdown.
Have they? Oh, hey, they have.
We got new stuff.
So that puts us at 123 if we are max speed plus nature. That's not the slowest thing I've ever heard of.
Aurora Veil.
Blizzard.
Because we gotta get those 100% Blizzards in.
Giga Drain does not work with Focus Sash like I want it to, right?
Unless you can get back to full, no.
I don't even think that works. I think Focus Sash is a one-time use. It's not like sturdy.
If the holder's HP is full.
Single use.
Single use. You have to, so if you get knocked out of, before you get down low enough, but your Focus Sash doesn't proc, you can heal back up and get it to proc again.
I don't think that works like that.
It does. As long as if your HP is full, it will survive attack with KO with on HP. But if you don't use it, if say you go down to 2 instead of 1, you can heal and you can gradually heal back up to full when you go.
Yeah, I'm saying you can't go from 1 back up to full, to Sash.
You can't do that. No.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, we agreed on that.
I don't think that works. But do we get Leech Seed?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't hate Leech Seed.
I don't hate this. Over the random Ice Shard. What are we proccing weakness policy on?
Well,
Ice Shard doesn't do it here.
Not on Colossal, it doesn't.
This does, but that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna do a lot, yeah.
So does this.
Surf, it will do less.
I don't know. Dragapult special attack's pretty high.
Yeah. I mean, it is minus nature, but it'll still hit hard.
It still hits hard.
So going back to the team here, we have our Snow Core, we have our Dragapult and Colossal Core. Breaking Sweep. What is that?
Breaking Swipe is a
swipe.
wide. It's a 2-wide dragon attack that lowers attack 100% of the time.
Cool. Glad you know what we're talking about, man. Phantom Force, Surf, and Fly, I believe. U-turn. Okay. And then Colossal, Weakness Policy, Steam Engine.
Special Colossal, Heat Wave, Solar Beach Power, Protect, pretty standard.
And then we have this Trick Room core as well, with Dusclops and Life Orb, Renucleus.
Yep.
I don't ever have. I've played a lot.
I think it's like a truck.
I played a lot of Gen 5, and I don't know how to say half the mods, man.
I always say Ranunculus, and then I know it's wrong.
See, I would say Renucleus. I don't know, man. Pokemon are weird. Some are really simple, like Dusclops, and then you get...
I don't know.
You get I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, you get Pokemon like Dragapult, and then you get Pokemon like that. I don't know what you're supposed to do. But that thing hits like a truck with that life orb. I'll tell you that right now.
What does Magic Guard do? It's not Magic Bounce.
No, Magic Guard means you take no damage outside of
attacking moves.
Attacking moves?
Yeah.
Like that's what it is?
So you don't take like poison damage, you don't take sun damage. I mean, sand or snow in this case.
Is that what it does? I want to double check.
Because I'm pretty sure, what's his name has it? Sigilith.
Clefable has it. I know Clefable, that's the one. Yeah, it can only be damaged by attacks. By direct attacks.
So no statuses,
No
right? That is how that works?
Yeah, no hail, no sand.
Like, nice toxic idiot. I'm going to sit here. Okay. So, I mean, it also fits the snow team.
Yeah. It avoids the hail. Fits right in. Also, we've found out through Draft League that Icicle Crash goes first in Trigger. Because it makes the user go last.
That can't be right.
That's what it did on the game.
That cannot be right.
That's what it did. It's the whole reason Clinton lost his Draft League match is because Icicle Crash went first.
That cannot be right.
That's how it works in the game. You can go back and watch the YouTube video. That's exactly how that worked in game.
I remember covering this match, and I still don't believe it.
God, no.
Oh, no.
What have you done?
I just want Icicle Crash, not Kieran White.
You've gone too far.
He's holding an Eviolite.
I don't think it works the way you want it to.
Has science gone too far?
It's either Icicle Crash or Icicle Spear. Which one is it? Is it Crash? It has Crash.
Because Spear's the multi-hit move. No.
No, it's not. What's the one that makes you go last? What's the ice move that makes you go last?
I have no idea.
Oh, God. Give me Baratic. Someone help me here. They used a move, and it made them go last. What is it? Spear is the multi-hit. I remember that.
I don't know. Because if that was the case, why wouldn't you just do like Vital Throw on like Conkeldurr?
I don't know, but whatever they did, Baratic always went first under Trigger.
You ever just think it's slow? Because I mean, his base speed is not great.
If this thing is outspeeding Galarian Corsola under Trick Room, I'd be very surprised.
Just saying, man, it's possible.
How?
Negative nature, 0 IVs.
Do you know the base speed on Galarian Corsola?
No. I can't say I do. Oh my lord, that thing is slow.
You cannot get to 30.
We're at 50.
Yeah, you get to 48 at negative nature 0 IVs.
The fact that you know that off the top of your head, like
I've done this too much.
I am sitting here literally watching this. I would punch this in. I don't believe you.
It's either 48 or 49. That's usually how these work. Because it's 10%. It's usually about that range.
I'm mad. This game's stupid.
And you're not getting slower than Corsola unless you do max speed Corsola. Which, if you are max speed Corsola, I'd be very surprised.
Maybe he forgot to make it 0 IV.
I'm the one who bred this thing, so I'd be surprised if it's max speed.
Maybe he made it. Maybe he.
Yeah, no.
I got nothing, man.
Exactly.
I got nothing.
So, but this Baratic is
going to hit hard.
Is not
no,
going to be
he's going
slow.
fast. He's turbo mode.
Max attack, max speed, going to hit somebody.
Slush Rush double speed in sand, in snow, right?
Yep.
Okay. I kind of remember. There's Snow Cloak, which raises evasion?
Yep.
Okay.
Which is negligible. You never want that.
Yeah, it's whatever. So
outside of that, it seems pretty standard. Like this is like the cool part,
mm-hmm.
and then the rest of this is pretty normal outside of this thing.
Yeah, Carl, they can't see what you're pointing at. I need you.
I'm not saying it's they know what we're talking about.
The Colossal. I got you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I was gonna play Colossal for the Icy. I just couldn't talk myself into it. It's too well known. It dies. It just gets countered too easily. Especially like they just have to set up a lead against it, and then you set your whole team up to play Colossal, and then what are you gonna do now? Because they know to send a lead out to beat it. So then you gotta play this giant juggling circus act trying to get Colossal around to set up at the same time. But I played Lapras. I did terrible at the Icy. I went 5-5. I went 4-1 into 1-4 into all 4 Mons getting burned in 2 heat waves. I wish I recorded it.
I'm telling you, man, it's Torkoal Guy's fault.
Yep. Blaming Torkoal Guy. Anyway, moving on to our second team here.
So this one is from...
Good question.
I'm not pulling up Discord as we talk. Why would you say that?
That's fine.
AJP.
Yep. That's what it is.
Who sent this in last week to us, but
it was after
we had already recorded. This is kind of a callback to something that Tofu was working on when we basically first started this.
Yep.
So shout outs to Tofu. So this is Gengar, Bisharp, Togekiss core, which is really what AJP wanted to focus on. It's just like taking the Bisharp Gengar core that Tofu worked on, adding Togekiss to proc weakness policy with a Sludge Wave.
Yep.
And then like adding in a supporting cast of here we have Assault Vest Gudra, Lumberry Corviknight, and Citrus Berry Gastrodon, which I think Citrus Berry should probably just be leftovers, right?
If no one's holding leftovers, then yeah, it should probably just be leftovers.
Okay.
But we also have Recover, so lefty and Protect, so lefties is good if you're ready to protect, but not as good if you're ready to recover. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like Recover's gonna take you up to full, hopefully.
Most of the time, yeah.
And like the sweet thing here is like we have Gudra to sipper away the grass attacks that are going into this Gastrodon, so like you get to play that mind game. But, like you also get to absorb water attacks with Gastrodon because of Storm Drain. But we don't have a water weakness. So like they're just hitting, Muddy Water or whatever water move just as like passive damage.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Gastrodon is still just fine against. But, like, in Team Preview, you're just like, oh, well, there's a Gastrodon there. I just had to play around that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't click water moves.
Yep.
Click Icy Wind on my Melodic instead.
Exactly. Or Bulldoze. Mudshot.
Yep.
Any of those.
Mudshot's still going to hurt, and that's when they bring in Corviknight. You're just like, oh,
Have you seen Assault Vest Milotic?
No, but this sounds adorable.
So, Assault Vest Milotic is the G-Max Colossal counter. Because it gets Max Quake.
Okay.
Gets to raise its special defense that's already boosted by the Assault Vest.
Go to sleep.
No.
Just get out of here. Go home.
Just Max Quake into Max Geyser into whatever nonsense you want to run.
Wouldn't Max Geyser just knock it out?
It can. But you could also spec it to where it doesn't. And Max Quake also helps you against electric types. And then you get to run Dragon Tail to force switches. The set's really cool, but the Assault Vest Milotic is really cool.
What was I doing with the Garachu team? There was a really nasty counter. It was just Quash.
You're just quashing them.
Just Quash it, go to sleep.
Yeah, you just quash it and just quash it, either go to sleep or quash it, KO the other one.
Yep. Like, I don't care what you're doing, stop it.
So this Gastrodon could probably be about any water type and be fine.
I think Milotic would fit here really well.
Milotic would fit here very well.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Gastrodon.
Yeah,
I really don't. I think this Gastrodon's fine.
I'm trying to think of like constructive criticism here. It's like this is like the one thing I'm iffy on.
See, I'm looking at the Corviknight, and that's where I'm at.
I'm not as iffy on the Corviknight. Like, Bisharp doesn't act like a Steel type. Bisharp acts like a dark type most of the time. So it's just like Corviknight is like you gotta have some kind of way outside of Togekiss to beat Kingdra, because Kingdra just sits in front of most of your Pokemon, and you just kind of just look at it weird.
No, you just switch into Gengar and just be like, yeah, what up?
And then you just get Ice Punched to death. Ice Punch will KO you.
It's not true. I have a Focus Sash. Get out of here.
Gengar's usually the lead is the problem.
See, then you set up Trick Room for him. Got him.
Yeah, set Trick Room up for the Conkeldurr. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Like,
I actually wouldn't hate something like Conkeldurr on this team.
I wouldn't either.
I just don't know what we're replacing.
Maybe the Corviknight, if that's what we're doing.
Like, so here's my thought process. We have a lot of special attackers here.
Oh, yeah.
Between Togekiss, Gengar, Goodra, and Gastrodon.
Like, Corviknight's physical, barely.
Like, I mean, yeah, you're Iron Head and body pressing people.
We have Brave Bird and no Roost. We will eventually kill ourselves.
Yep.
That sucks.
Luckily, we have this Lumberry, so we're not just going to get, like, poisoned out of the game. Or status out of the game in general.
Yep. About to say we can't be poisoned, but yeah. I know what you're trying to get to.
Did I say poison? I meant burn.
Yeah.
My bad. I meant Will-O-Wisp. I don't know. It's been a long day, man. Okay,
it has been.
You gave me ice cream and tacos, and this is what you forced me to do, okay? Like, I told you why I wanted a nap, and you're like, no, let's go talk Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Now that got you comfortable, you can go talk Pokemon.
So, final thoughts on Team of the Week.
The Dragapult Colossal team's really cool. I like the snow sub theme there. I'm not as big a fan as the sub Trick Room theme. Maybe you don't need like Dusclops and the Ranunculus as another set. Maybe you could play more support instead of like running a Dusclops, run a Mimikyu. Gives you fairy coverage
And lets you like counter Trick Room with Trick Room.
That's kind of the goal, is because you want to be fast. You can run slow Colossal under Trick Room, and if you have a way to proc the weakness policy without triggering Steam Engine, that's really cool. But then it's super easy for your opponent just to trigger Steam Engine because water and fire coverage are super common right now.
Yep.
So maybe running like Mimikyu and then maybe some different abuser. The Ranunculus is cool.
I don't hate it.
But there's probably a different life orb user could be viable for you. Maybe a different like abuser of some sort.
So the big thing is like, if we wanted specifically a special attacker, I don't hate Ranunculus. If we want to change that spot out as like if we want to stick with Trick Room, you could always just play Conkeldurr.
Yeah, Conkeldurr fits, Rhyperior fits.
Because we have special Colossal, we have special Dragapult, we have special on.
We have physical Dragapult.
You're right. My bad. You're right.
Physical Baratic, special Abomasnow. No real actual support Pokemon in that team.
True. So maybe we want like Arcanine or Incineroar there as like actual support.
Like Dusclops is the closest thing to a support. If it had, I don't remember.
Or Clefairy.
I don't hate
Clefairy there either.
I don't remember the moveset on the Dusclops if it had Helping Hand or something. Where is it? That's not it. There it is.
Yes.
So we had Nightshade Trick from Bulldoze and Pain Split. So Bulldoze is our way to trigger our weakness policy under TR. So we get to do the slow Colossal thing. Unfortunately, we don't always outspeed everything at +6 with no speed investment.
Really?
There's some situations where you don't outspeed. Let me see here. Because our speed's only 30.
So that puts us to 300.
Yeah. And do you know what Dragapult happens to be?
213, so Scarf puts it at 3 something.
312.
Okay.
Also, 1 Airstream can get us up there.
Yep.
Can get us in the range of being faster than the Colossal. So that's the downside. You can run the slow Colossal and do Trick Room things as well, but that leaves you open to anything that has Tailwind. Can try to outspeed you.
Which is where Trick Room comes in handy.
That's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
But then you also got to remember it's just like, then you get the +6, and then they don't have to do the Tailwind thing, and then they can just underneath speed you.
Yeah, the counter side to that is like, alright, cool, you have Trick Room up, now I can double into this and raise your speed mid-turn, and now you're going last. You know, just how good is Quash when it also damages you?
Exactly. Just double checking calcs here.
Yeah, 213, that takes you up 106, so that takes you to 320, like 319 or 320, depending on
Something
how they
like
run
that.
it.
Yep. So you're definitely going to outspeed a +6 Colossal with no speed investment with just Steam Engine proc.
Man, Dragon Pulse fast.
Right.
Oh.
Like any Pokemon at 151 plus will outspeed a Tailwind. Just like
Okay. Get him.
Barraskewda specifically, Swift Swim blows you up.
Sure.
Granted, it blows you up before Dragon Ball gets a chance to do anything anyway. So at that point, you're swapping out and trying to avoid it. I don't know if Ludicolo gets fast enough to KO you. I don't think it does.
Ludicolo is also unplayable right now, which sucks.
You'd be surprised. Ludicolo's not completely dead.
I want it to be good, man, but it needs Toad.
It needs Toad, but we got Sableye. Sableye helps a ton.
Sableye is like Toad that's weak to Togekiss. Alright, we getting out of here, man?
Yeah, I think we can get out of here.
Alright. So, as we mentioned earlier, make sure you join our giveaway. Especially if you want to get that second copy as well. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Past that, we do have our Discord, which if you want to get in the giveaway, you need to be in. That link is always down in the show notes, as well as our Twitter information at LR Lessons, myself at CardinalNoble25, and Carl at musical_33. Carl and I are both also on Twitch. We're both affiliates, so if you really like what you hear and want to support us a little bit, you can always go and subscribe on there. I am at Mr. Missouri25, which is where I am basically everywhere except Twitter. And Carl is at Musical. Let's see. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit that like button, you leave a comment down below to help the YouTube algorithm do its thing and help promote our stuff. If you're not on YouTube, our YouTube link is down in the show notes, and you can go do all that stuff for us as well, because that would be great. Let's see. Questions, comments, concerns can always be sent to our email, which is always down in the show notes as well. I think I'm out of things to talk about.
I think that's it. Been playing too much Pokemon Mystery Dungeon here lately, so I got much more to say on Pokemon VGC.
I have been very, very quickly raising a team to level 50 for Stadium Let's Play.
Let's Play, yeah. Which you should go watch that on YouTube as well.
This week's episode is going to be great because we're using our own Mons, and Alexander's going to mess some things up, man.
We'll get some revenge on that Morty.
Morty's going away. He's getting locked up, and
we getting some revenge.
He's going to the burnt tower, man. So, that series is really great, man. I've had a lot of fun getting my butt kicked a lot.
I've had a lot of fun editing your butt kicked.
You know, the worst part is like the first episode is just like, all right, cool, casual walk in the park, got 2 badges,
Whitney.
and just like, oh, just like, all right, we're gonna get 2 badges an episode. This is gonna be great. And then Whitney happened, and then I'm like, all right, cool, we're through Whitney, and now Morty happened. It's just like, please, just one time, can I
Who's
have?
technically the 5th gym leader? Is it Chuck?
Technically Chuck.
Okay.
So Alexander will go and do work there too.
Cool.
Just sit down.
You ready for Jasmine?
Between Magmar and Typhlosion, yes.
Okay. And Price would be good there too.
And let's see, we also... Okay, so I'm probably not going to use Magmar. I have Electabuzz, which for some reason gets Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and...
Well, yeah, it's what it is.
Because for whatever reason, they made those TMs in that game, so everything has access to them. Just like, alright, Fire Punch you.
Fire Punch!
So, originally I was using Magmar because I got a shiny from the Odd Egg. It's like, I didn't want to reset for it anymore. I'm just like, alright, I'll take my shiny Magmar. I really wanted a shiny Electabuzz. And Magmar was the first one. I'm just like, alright, sure. We're running this game with 2 Fire Mons now. It's whatever. And then I get done. I get to Kanto. I'm just like, I really want Electabuzz. So, Electabuzz at the power plant is a 5% encounter, as is Marowak. I found like 5 Marowaks before I found my 1 Electabuzz. I'm just like...
That's how it works.
I'm just like, it's of course. The one thing I do want... I've rambled a lot here at the end.
I was about to say, as we get sidetracked here, make sure you go watch the Let's Play on YouTube. You can, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, going into a lot of out of context information here for those who don't care, but Let's Play has been really fun and really excited to continue all that and stuff. So make sure you go watch that. Make sure you watch our Draft League matches on YouTube. Got all kinds of stuff on there for you to watch. So we will be back next week to talk about who knows what about Pokemon. Maybe. Who knows? We might talk about Digimon next week. Probably not.
Probably.
Have a good one. Peace.